Good. Let's see here. All right. I think that's good. Go for you, IT. Hello, guys. Welcome. We're good to go, right?
Maybe.
IT's like, huh?
What?
All right, guys. So welcome to our hangout tonight, Tuesday, October 6th. We are celebrating International Noodle Day, and you are watching Mindful Yoga Chick and their sidekick, IT.
Sidekick. What do you know that I don't?
Sidekick.
Or sidekick. I thought it was
sidekick. So we're just going to enjoy some dinner with you guys, and then from there, at about 7:30ish, we're going to do some meditation and then move on to yoga. Give me a little bit of time in between to not have a full belly. So for today, we love noodles in this house. So for today, we actually got some ramen. There is a favorite ramen place that IT loves so much. And so I got myself a vegetarian ramen. And IT got himself chicken ramen. So, yeah. Hanging out. Everyone's good. I hope everyone's well.
I don't know if it's online or not. I don't know if this machine is going crazy.
IT is being IT right now. The noodles are a little bit stuck. That's because we had to carry them. They serve them in a separate container. which is so interesting. So they serve you like the vegetable stock separate, and then they serve you
Good
the
news!
noodles
I
separate.
think it's working! That's always a pleasant surprise.
Oh, I see. Oh, I see. So if you don't know me and you're brand new to the stream, I am Mindful Yoga Chick, and I stream yoga and meditation Mondays through Thursdays, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. And Tuesdays, I also do a book reading, which is by 10:30 p.m. Eastern Time. And that's also what we're going to be doing today. I'm going to be reading the yellow wallpaper for you. And October, of course, being a bit of Halloween theme. IT's portion is a lot more complex. I would say eat some of the vegetables and stuff, and then. So good.
Xena's not happy. She wants ramen too.
Xena is outside the room because she's just too excited. So, do we have the music playing in the background?
Yep.
And you guys can hear the music, okay? Let me know. Look at these noodles. Ooh. Happy Noodle Day! This is really good. You know, I should have brought the spoons over. And obviously, I see. And I hear me right now. Maybe I can say things about him.
I can hear you. I can hear you.
Mm-hmm. Yum. How are you guys doing out there? Why don't you actually bring us some, the two, like the blue spoons?
Yeah.
The oriental spoons? I think that's the good. Oh, look at her. So, my day was extremely all over the place. I am so happy to be on stream right now. You have no idea. To be spending time with you guys. Awesome. Not only is it a break for me mentally, but it's also doing what I enjoy, right? So that yoga, meditation, and sharing dinner with you guys, because that's also important for us to have a little bit of bonding time on the mat, off the mat, and so forth. So yeah, feel free to chat. I'm just gonna put a little welcome message on there. I always like to do a little bit welcome message, just because I think it's sweet.
Just
like,
we're doing alright. We're safe. Everything is okay.
That's sweet, like me. Yeah, listen, thank you.
I almost killed myself.
Oh, you were so
that would have been
graphic about it.
A horrible way to end the stream, man.
End the stream? No, the show must go on.
Show must go on.
That's right.
Well,
That's right. Mm-hmm. And I did see that Nanera was around stream-ish today, so I hope that she can pass by and enjoy some ramen, or at least the idea of ramen with us. It's a lot of food for you. Mine is simple. Mine is basically the vegetables and noodle and the stock. And Josh, they give him so much, this IT master here. And IT also had a crazy day. So if you guys do IT for work, or are in IT department or whatnot, you guys can bond over with this guy right here.
Yeah, our licensing server blew up. So we've been manually managing the licenses on all of our inbound channels. It's great. And then we contacted the vendor, and they told us, Oh, okay. Oh, great.
And you're like, but, excuse me. Yeah,
No. So that's been my day.
crazy. You know, I just realized this soup is a little bit, like, a tiny little bit spicy, eh? I always thought that it might be, like, the way that, like, the soup is warm, right? But it's actually a little bit spicy. Interesting.
So what's the big plan for today, yoga-wise?
Well, a gentle yoga class.
Yeah.
And then we're going to be doing some planks since it's Planktober.
October.
We're going to be doing a few planks, especially mine. I'm recording all that later, at the very end, really. To see how long I can keep a high plank and a low plank. Hot for.
How's the plank over coming along so far? Do you find yourself getting stronger? Like, are the planks coming easier?
I think slowly but surely.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I read a plank challenge yesterday on like Instagram, and they were like, day 1 through to day 31st, and day 1 through like day 5 was like hold plank for 20 seconds, and I'm like, what? Am I cheating myself here or something? Because I'm past that. Like the first day, October 1st, I was like, boom, let's hold plank, and I held it for like a minute or something, right?
Yeah, but you used to do a lot of planks,
such a
right?
go-getter for me. Hey, little berries! How are you? International Noodle Day! Did you have noodles today? Oodles of noodles? Mm-hmm.
International Noodle Day. There's gotta be like a ramen emote. Come on. How can there be no
There
ramen
is
emote?
a noodle, but I think it's like a Italian pasta dish, not like an Asian noodle dish. How are you doing, Wilberry? That's okay. You ate them early. Nice. Are you on tonight, or are you just like lurking around?
There you go.
Oh, lots of noodles! Yeah, see, I think those are like meatballs or something.
No, there's a noodle. There's a noodle.
There's a noodle?
Well, one.
One. We only found one emoji. Sure. I'll pass you a Kleenex. There you go. Close by. I'm good, how are you? I'm on later. 5:30 p.m. CST. So that's like 2 hours from now, I think. Right? Is that right?
CST.
Right, because we are EST up here in Toronto.
Well, it's 7:30 here. PST, OMG. Oh, PST. So then 3 hours. So 8:30 here.
A long time.
Something like that. Math is hard, man.
My brain is gone.
Math is hard.
All good. All right, sounds good. Maybe we'll raid you later or something if you're still out, right? So I'm doing a little bit of dinner, then yoga and meditation, and then I come back a little bit later, actually, for 10:30 to read a short story. Because I do story time as well on Tuesday night. So either or. If you're still on after my yoga, or if you're still on after the reading.
I don't think there's anyone else in chat, but we can shout out Little Berries. Little Berries rules the world.
Yeah, if you have not checked out Lil Berries, go check her out because she's cool, she's awesome, she's so much fun. And she does Zumba. She has a Zumba stream, and it's a lot of fun. She's quite cute. What kind of story? So for October, I'm doing a little bit of like a Halloween theme, I guess, or like horror and thrillers and scary stuff. September was mainly reading Alice's Adventures in Wonderland, and that was really sweet. One of my favorite stories, of course. So yeah, and then October or last week I did The Telltale Heart by Edgar Allan Poe. FYI, friends, your mic is hot. Ooh, what does that mean? Is that a good thing or a bad thing, Little Berries? And then tonight, it's yellow wallpaper, which is also scary. Oh, it's shaking.
Shaking.
Uh-oh. I keep.
I don't know. Maybe I'm putting too much face into that.
My T has been trying to work around, adjust the volume because I think we can. Listen back to playback later. We'll see. Yeah.
We have we're basically using the same microphone that they used like for the Gettysburg Address. So the audio quality is kind of garbage. So we're trying some interesting tricks to get the audio to kind of show up a little bit better. And unfortunately, it's been kind of touch and go. A little bit touch and go.
Did you adjust anything?
I just did, yeah.
Okay. What do you think now, Little Berries? Does it sound okay?
Yeah, we need to get a better mic. Definitely on the shopping list.
Yeah, we've actually ordered like 2 to see which one gets here sooner.
You know what? I can listen to it right here instead of pretending.
And yeah. Oh, it's good now? Okay. Whew, that's good. Yeah, so it must have been that thing before too loud. Thank you so much for pointing that out, hon. I do appreciate any feedback like that. How does it sound to you?
Oh yeah, sounds pretty good. Sounds pretty good.
Definitely important, especially after I get going with the yoga. Not shaking my phone speaker. That's why we're here for. That's what we're here. Support. Nice. Did you have dinner already? Did you have like noodle left over?
Obviously. Oh, it's only 4 p.m. Well, that means you can still go get some ramen.
Do you tend to eat before or after you stream? I wonder if like after, because you've like maybe opened up an appetite, right?
Your little berry screen is like so powerful.
Hey, Kittens is here too! Everybody say hi to Kittens! Let's do a shout out to Kittens! Kittens has become family! Kittens has become families. We're all so happy to have all these close friends here now. Look at that. Had a squash board thing stuff. Ooh, I need to eat after I can't like work out with a full belly. Yeah. Like for me, I'll eat probably like half of this and then we'll move on to yoga, and then after the stream I'll probably finish it or save it for tomorrow. But yeah, I agree with you. I can't do it on a full belly.
I think you'll be surprised if you leave the food behind. It might not be here anymore.
Hosting. Thank you. Amazing. Happy Noodle Day, everybody! Kittens, you got noodles at home? Go make them. You got noodle left over? Go get them. Of course, Kittens. On this stream, we like you a lot. Xena loves you too. Right? Aw, it's so nice. How's Mia doing? And Little Berries, do you have any pets? I wonder if Little Berries has pets. What do you think?
Oh, look at Xena. Where did you get Xena? That's so cute. An old dog. Oh, old dogs are great.
Yay.
Old dogs,
floating in the screen.
they sleep 14-year-old Chihuahua.
I didn't know they could live that long.
That's amazing.
Wow, you guys. That's awesome. That's crazy. Did you see her comment though? She goes, Kittens is Korean, so I'm sure he does.
Sleep a lot. Fueled. We visited family many years ago now, and they live like in a tropical area, so the weather is always like it's like always the perfect weather, like room temperature weather, right? And they had a dog who, I kid you not, was about 20 years old, but he was so old that he was either asleep or he was confused. And so the poor thing, like, you know, when he was sleeping by himself, Remember your Uncle Carlos? He had the dog in the
Oh,
backyard.
yeah.
So like the dog was ancient, and he may have been going a little bit senile because like when he would hear a noise, he would just get so angry and start barking, and then if he figured out that he knew you, he would go back to sleep basically. But like he was just like.
And remember my Uncle Ray?
Yeah.
He had, I think it was like a golden retriever or something.
Yeah.
Were you thinking of the same dog? You were thinking Carlos.
I was thinking of Carlos.
But I was thinking Ray. From like next door, right? He had one too that was like over 20 years old, and I was like, what? Right? I was like, oh my god, I remember this dog. Yay!
I don't know. I think
right?
I think with easy weather, like living is a lot easier, right? Like you don't have to worry about freezing to death. You don't have to worry about like bottling up. You just go and chill in your backyard. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy.
So the audio, Little Berries just said it was okay. How's the visual? How's the video? Is it okay?
So I'm seeing the weird stuff on this monitor, but on this monitor it looks okay.
I'm seeing a little bit of like blurriness.
Yeah. So like our microphone is from the Gettysburg Address. The laptop is from around the time of the Civil War as well, and so like everything is just barely holding together.
Somehow it does.
Hey, somehow.
No, let's not jinx it.
That's right. We better not piss off that goes too much.
Don't laugh.
Don't laugh.
Don't laugh. That's hilarious. Kittens, what's for dinner? Did Mia eat already?
Where did you first read the story that you're going to read tonight? What did you call Yellow Wallpaper? Where did you first read that?
I read it in university. It was for I want to say like a feminist course that I went to. I may be wrong, but it was definitely English literature. More noodles for us. Yay! Yay! Let me see if I can give you like a little prefix of it or something. I love this story. Have you guys heard of it? Yellow, a wallpaper.
Yes, tell us more. Tell us more, Mindful Adventure.
It is here by Charlotte Perkins Gilman. It was published in 1892 in the New England Magazine. So, like I was saying, it's a short story, not a full book. So we'll get through it most likely in one night. So that's good. Thinking about next week, what we're gonna do for next week. You look like you've got so like many more noodles than I do. Look at that. You guys see that? You can't see that. Look at all those noodles. I haven't read it yet. You will hear it tonight. I love it. There's like one change that happens in the story kind of near the end. There's just one sentence and it just changes everything for you. Right? And you're just like, whoa. So I love that sentence. And I'm like, such a lover of that story that I've read it to my IT, I've read it to my best friend, and I'm like, wait. You gotta hear this one sentence. So, yeah, that's a big bowl of noodles. Kittens, right? Yes.
So there are a lot of noodles, but actually it's multi-veggies. The noodles are just sitting on top.
It looks like it's some noodles though.
Yeah,
from the screenshot.
I just boiled a giant thing of noodles and just put it in a plastic container.
Here we go. It does say, it is regarded as an important early work of American feminist literature for its illustration of the attitudes towards mental and physical health of women in the 19th century. So, again, that yellow wallpaper. It is regarded as an important early work of American feminist literature for its illustration of the attitudes towards mental and physical health of women in the 19th century.
And it's creepy sauce. Like it's a creepy sauce kind of story.
Kind of creepy, yeah, but it's so well written. So well written. All right.
You're gonna be kicking me out soon? I haven't finished my
I don't
noodles
even
yet.
know what time it is. What time is it, guys? I just had my phone on me. I didn't look.
I think it's after 7, maybe.
How's the weather where you are, guys? I wonder if the weather in Chicago is going, or Illinois, is going crazy. Oh, we got time. 7:18 here.
That's fun.
We got time to chat, relax, oodle away. So I've got sprouted beans there. I got mushrooms. I got two types of mushrooms. I've got not bell mushrooms, the button mushrooms, and I've got the I think they're called oyster mushrooms. They're so good. And Hey, thanks for the follow, Hannah Skater. Thank you so much. Yay! We love mushrooms. Who does not love mushrooms?
I certainly hope
Tell
everybody
me the
does.
truth. Yeah, love mushrooms. Actually, I was saying that to you like maybe a day ago. I was like, well, I think we might need to go grocery shopping soon. And then we start going over the list, and then he goes mushrooms, and I laughed. I was like, there's always mushrooms in our fridge.
and always on the list as well. There's never a day where we don't have mushrooms on our shopping list.
Enoki small mushrooms, the thin white ones. Yeah, oh, so good. And the fake king ones. Yeah. Oh, they're all so good. Everyone loves mushrooms here so far. So far, so good. Korean market is the best mushrooms I swear. Really? I don't know. See, actually, I shouldn't say what I was about to say. There are essentially two Korean towns in Toronto. So one is like downtown, not the very core of downtown, just a little bit north of downtown, which is still downtown for us. Because we live up north, I guess. Uptown. And then where we are is the other center of Koreatown, basically. So this is the second Korean town, right? It's regarded as that. Or Asian Mart. T-Dot, let go.
T-Dot.
Have you been to T-Dot? Yeah. We miss, having everything open and just the accessibility of everything.
No, but there is a problem with the mushrooms.
Pandemic has been a little, was it hard for you guys in the summer?
The problem with the mushrooms, and I was gonna say the main problem with the mushrooms.
Mushroom.
Like if we ever go out for pizza, like anytime we go to a good pizza place, when we ordered the mushroom pizza, that's the last pizza we ever ordered, because then we go back and we always order the mushroom pizza moving forward. You know what I mean? It's a curse, because then you're like, oh, maybe I'll try the other one. No, man, the mushroom pizza is so good.
Mushroom, that's it. That's true, everywhere we go. So there's a couple of top pizza places here in Toronto. Yes, in the 6th. That is what we say. In the 6th. Why was it called 6? Is it because of the 416? So the area code was and is still 416. Some new numbers are like 647, 905 if you're in the east side or whatever. But essentially 416. So it's like, are you in the 6th? Is it a 416? Right? I don't know if that makes sense. But yeah. And anyway, what was I saying? I forgot what I was saying. I got so excited about the 416. Yeah. Ooh, yes. So pizza. There are 3 top places. There's one that's called Libretto, which is our favorite. They have a few different locations, like on Danforth, on like University downtown, and then Ossington in the west.
Scarborough.
Who's saying Scarborough?
Little berries.
And Scarborough. That's hilarious.
Scarborough.
That's hilarious.
Awesome.
Yeah. Have you ever passed? Or did you ever pass by University of Toronto Scarborough campus? I did a lot of my courses there. Like most of my courses. They're like very, very east, almost bordering Pickering. That's hilarious.
Oh man, we're really nerding out in Toronto.
You're legit in downtown. Cool. And there's the second place where we go for pizza. It's called Via Mercanti, which is located in Kensington Market, which is like a big
hipster neighborhood.
Yeah, it's like a hipster neighborhood, but
it's the hipster neighborhood.
It's something that you have to check out when you come to Toronto, and that's really good there too. And then there's like a couple of other ones, like What was the other one? Oh my god. Oh, there was another one actually in Pickering that used to make their pizzas with like the toppings. It was so thick. It was almost like a deep dish pizza. Do you remember that?
It was almost like a Chicago pizza.
But then they packed so much cheese on top that it was like a layer of cheese like that. I haven't had that one in forever because it's so full of calories, right? And cholesterol. But yeah, my favorite though, I've got to say, is libretto. So anyone that knows libretto out there, or if you are part of libretto, kudos, because yeah.
They do good pizza, man.
Yeah.
Good pizza. What is the little gray singer?
I don't know. Went to the Needle Point building and downtown and subway, question mark, the mall. The clean subway though. Oh man. I know. Tell me about it. We think here, right? Like a couple of things, you're like, oh, that's dirty, and there's a bottle there, and then you ride the real subway, right? The real train in the US, right? In the big cities, and you're like, whoa. I once rode together, I think it was, from the outskirts of Chicago into Chicago downtown, and I was like, yeah. And of course you're foreign as well, right? So you don't know how the door is going to open, or like how to even pay to get in and stuff like that. So it was intimidating for sure.
Yeah.
Not as intimidating as being in Paris though, and using that
Right.
and using that transit. I gotta say, holy cow, we loved Paris. But the transit, be careful, guys. Be careful when you go. Watch everything. Watch all your belongings and be careful.
Yeah.
Chi-town?
Chi-town. Chicago.
Chi-town?
Chicago.
Oh, yeah.
Chicago's great. Chicago's a lot of fun. I've been to New
That's
York.
Wonderful.
I've been to New York a little bit. We didn't really get to explore New York very much, though. Like,
I have never been to New York City.
Yeah.
I have a sister in New Jersey and works in New York, but...
Yeah. Yeah, you got family everywhere. How's Vegas? Let's see. We've been to Vegas for a little bit. That was a lot of fun. But how is it living in Las Vegas? Like, that's got to be a whole different thing. Like, being there on vacation.
No, there is in Vegas?
I think so. That's what I understood. Like, I visiting Las Vegas is fun. You get to check a lot of stuff out. But how is it actually living in Vegas? What is that experience?
I can't imagine living in Vegas and like not wanting. Well, I kind of sound a little hypocritical. I was gonna say not going downtown and getting all excited about the lights and everything, about the strip. But it's like us, right? Now we got the CN Tower here, and we've got the Rogers Center, what used to be called Sky Dome, but we don't go, right? I love it. Nature mountains. Oh.
Yeah.
That's gotta be nice. Yeah, that's gotta be nice.
The desert is something else to see.
Yeah.
That's by itself, it says.
Yeah, I've been to Vegas once, I think, right? Just once. And we mainly went for a trade show for work, actually, and that was a lot of fun. But it was quite busy. We were actually very busy with the trade show ourselves, like we were in the trade show, and got to see a little bit of Vegas, but I didn't get to see like the outskirts, like the canyon or anything like that. So if I do go back, I'd want to check that out. For sure. Everyone visits, so I don't miss family. Oh, very nice. I like clubbing before, not anymore.
Too loud? Too much boots and shoes? Shoes and boots and shoes.
24/7, love the nightlife. Stuff open late, nice. Yeah, nice. What's the latest that stuff opens until in Vegas, those areas?
I would think the casinos just open, okay?
Well, that reminded me of like being in Europe, right? And like Spain, for example, and things being open until like forever. Oh my gosh. And then here in Toronto, everything must close by 11 p.m. for like any parties, and like clubs really close at like 2, 3-ish, but really the bars themselves, like serving alcohol, close at 2.
So, yeah. Really? Yeah, I've heard that, right? That like outside of the strip, the city is very, very different, right?
It's like Scarborough lower on the strip in the center. Interesting.
Yeah.
I like when food is open until 2 a.m., especially Chinatown.
Oh yes. Oh yes.
Nice.
When we were chatting with somebody. So when we were in Spain, we were staying in an Airbnb, and so you get to chatting with people. and there was like a festival taking place in the town, and we were going out around 6 o'clock, and we're like, oh, we're gonna catch the festival, and the guy's like, oh no, there's nothing going on right now. It'll probably start around midnight. We're like, midnight? Like in Toronto, there's a hard cutoff. 11 p.m. the cops show up, and if you're on the street, they give you tickets and they kick you out.
Yeah.
And over there, like the party started at midnight and went through till dawn, basically.
Yeah,
it's very
different lifestyle, right? And also with like when we were in Seville, because we went around different parts of Spain, we went to the south for a few different towns and cities, and one of them was Seville. And there was like it was almost like a Canada's Wonderland, or like a Six Flags, where it's like a, what's the general word for that?
Amusement park?
Yeah, like an amusement park. And every night, and we got to see it from the rooftop patio, remember? Every night they had fireworks, which was beautiful though, because it's like every night, like no matter what, like that's the experience. And up here in Toronto, it's really like fireworks maybe for like Canada Day, or like, I don't know, May 24, and that's about it.
Yeah. I mean, it's the same thing here.
New Year's Eve, maybe. Yeah.
It's the same thing here. Like, if you're going out clubbing and you show up at 4:11, you're alone on the dance floor, right? But outside of the clubs, like, you can't do anything on the streets. So we have street festivals, but they gotta shut down early. And I don't know. I think it just kind of takes away a little bit from the ambiance of the city.
That is so exciting, though. It's easy 3 hours to Utah, Cali, or Arizona. Oh, that'd be so nice.
Yeah.
That'd be so nice. Here you go 3 hours and you get to lake water. You go north and you get to like Muskoka, which is country up north, or you go south for 3 hours. And
well, you get to Detroit eventually.
Maybe you cross the border, but essentially it's just lake water. Especially because you're getting stuck in traffic.
I think Vancouver like that. Fireworks all the time. I've heard mixed things about Vancouver.
Yeah.
I've heard mixed things about Vancouver.
He has been to Vancouver. I haven't been to Vancouver yet.
You can road trip there. Quebec is very nice. Quebec is gorgeous. You know, there is definitely something to be said about that. Like you mentioned the mountains and like the beautiful area around Vancouver. We have a lot of that stuff here too, right? Like if you don't mind driving for a couple of hours.
Nature is beautiful in Canada. Definitely nature is beautiful.
Yeah.
But like the aspects of like things opening very late in the cities, that's not so much here. So, yeah.
One of my favorite. So we do occasional road trips around, and we were going out. It's kind of like on the way to past Niagara Falls, on the way to Detroit, that area there. And we were driving, and we started to run out of gas. And like every small town we drove through was just completely shut down. Yeah. Like everything, the gas stations, nothing was open.
Yeah.
And then eventually we found some guy on the road who was like, oh yes, drive down that road, past the rickety hut, and on the left of the waterfall, and you'll find the 124-hour gas station. So
was that the same trip we made where we stayed by the border at like a motel, and on this side though, and it was like, I think it was like almost $200 per night or something, and it was
it was like the base motel. It was the base motel.
It was the crummiest motel, and
You're right. You're right.
I was like, what? How much? What? Excuse me?
Yeah. You're right. I remember that.
I was not comfortable, but we didn't have another resort for it, right? Another option. And like, so I went to the car, and I actually keep some sheets and blankets, and I put it over the furniture, and I'm not touching anything.
That was funny. That was really funny.
Oh my god.
But this is what happens when you have adventures,
Scary,
you know? Some adventures get a little bit too adventurous.
I'm like, thank God I have my own blankets and things, you know. I come home and I wash them with bleach. Yeah. And she says that we camp at least once a year. Yeah.
That's really nice.
Same up here. Nice. We didn't camp this year, so we did rent a cottage and we went up north, but we didn't camp. We love camping though. That's our favorite thing. Xena has been camping with us twice now, and she's so cute. Wow, you guys road trip a lot. You must have felt so sequestered at first, not being able to travel. Yeah, we are nomads for sure, right? We love traveling every chance we get, and we usually tend to fly out as well. So like, do something within the province, or cross over to Quebec or something. Or then just fly over to like Dominican or Cuba or like Panama or Mexico or Eastern Europe or Poland.
Eastern Europe.
Yeah, Poland. That's Eastern. Spain, France. Xena the camper, she's so cute. Oh my gosh, she's so cute. Yeah. Our first time ever going camping with her, I think was maybe 2 or 3 years ago. And there was a thunderstorm overnight, and she was so scared.
Yeah, she freaked out. She lost her mind.
Oh my gosh, the poor thing.
We have an old tent, but it's like a good tent. We've had a tent for like, I don't know, 15, 20 years, but it's a good solid tent. But the problem is that like it's a little bit warped from age, like the poles aren't as straight as they used to be, things are a little bit torn, or else you get it with duct tape in places.
I just think the wind was just extremely strong.
The wind that night was absolutely insane.
Yeah.
And like, it woke me up in the middle of the night, like because the fly was vibrating from the wind, and then suddenly there was a bang, and the fly just flew off the tent and caught on a tree across from us, and it was just absolute chaos. Which
reminds me of the water rafting.
Yeah, that was even more fun.
Down the Ottawa
That was a similar story.
Xena was not there for that.
No, was not there for that.
Oh, that was scary. And it was cold.
That woke both of us up because we were there with a buddy, and a buddy and I, like, we heard thunder, and we both got out of the tent, and it wasn't thunder at all. It was a tarp over our two tents. The tarp was doing like one of these giant vibration thingies, and then suddenly one of the like straps ripped open, and it just flew away. Like everything went flying. So that was great.
At that whitewater rafting trip, we decided you could rent a cottage or stay outside in tents, right? And it was another friend that organized it. But we stayed just outside, basically. So tent with tent. And pretend the tents are here, so we could hear our neighbors, J and R, and we were here. And we had a tent right above a tarp, yeah, right above both, right? And then when it got to like the sound was creepy in the middle of the night, it was like about to lift, but we didn't realize that it was a tarp. We thought it was like lightning.
It sounded like something crazy.
I remember both guys wake up. Ours like, yo, IT, do you hear that? Yeah. And IT's like, what the heck is that? And I said, Jay, right, to my girlfriend, I'm like, I ain't going out there.
It sounded like a marching band, just like smashing a bass drum.
Yeah, and it was raining too, right?
It was raining. There we go.
Yay! Are we back? Awesome. There was a little bit of technical difficulties. It looked like maybe Wi-Fi dropped, we're not sure. Kittens, can you see us now? Can you hear us now? Can you see Xena? Should we do some treats with Xena before we start our meditation? Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Okay. Do you mind taking that? Then you can leave it there. Is that you can leave it there? Is that you can take? Thank you. Alright, so we're going to do a couple of treats. Xena, sit. A couple of treats with Xena, and then we'll get started with our meditation. Alright, so we're going to sit. Oh, she lies down. Did you guys see that? You get a little piece. You're doing a good doggy. A good listener. And I move this over here. Can you see that? Let's see. Maybe we can move here so we can see it better. Okay. Wait. And I'm going to do this one, but you're not going to touch it. Leave it. Xena. Wait. Let's see. Hope you guys can hear us. Wait. Okay. Yay! She waited for her treat because she's a good listener. Alright. What else can we do, Xena? Can we do paw? Paw. Good girl. These are these tiny little treats that smell like bacon. supposed to be made with real bacon, so that's interesting. Yeah, sit. Are we gonna roll? Are we gonna roll for our friend's kitten? Kiddo's Kung Fu? Let's roll for him and Mia, okay? Roll for everybody, but particularly for kittens. Because we're gonna do a Kung Fu move, okay? We're gonna roll, roll, roll. Yeah! There you go. Good girl. Good girl. Alright. Should we do one more? Maybe face the camera? A little one, okay? Just a little one. And then we get started with our meditation, you guys. Thank you so much for waiting. Just a little one. Alright. So, what's that? Can you maybe grab it from here so they see you? Come this way. Sit. Wait. 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 You guys see that? Wait. Wait. Okay. Yeah. All right, you guys. All good. You're gonna wait outside, okay? So mommy can do yoga with our streamers, okay? All right. So out we go for now, sweetheart. Ready? Out. Out. That's funny. She's like waiting, like, if I go out, will I get a treat too? Yes. All right, guys. So I'm actually gonna stay here actually for our meditation, and I'm doing a little bit of breath work, of course, but I think I'd like to use a little bit of imagery today. Wherever you are, make sure that you're comfortable. Whatever you're wearing, we welcome you just as you are, okay? Come as you are. And so, whichever day that you've had today, just try to leave it outside your door, somewhere a little bit far away from you. So let's try to focus on that perhaps. So with imagery, we will try to bring all any type of stress and concern and any negative feelings that we have, just bring them out of the body and touch them away, leave them outside of the body, okay? We'll do that through imagery. If you don't know me yet, I am Mindful Yoga Chick, and I come to do yoga and meditation with you Monday to Thursdays at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. I also do story time Tuesdays, so tonight at 10:30 p.m. Eastern Time, and tonight I will be reading the yellow wallpaper for you. Okay? So just sitting comfortably where you are, and we will start with breath work, and then move on to a little bit of imagery as I mentioned. First, I will ring our chime, our bell, to get you started. Now, if there's anything that you wish to ask me throughout the practice, please let me know. You can whisper at me. You can participate in the chat. If you would like to just bring anything up, any type of feedback as well, such as earlier when Little Theories mentioned about my audio. This is a great feedback, so you'd all be able to hear me now. All right, just feel free to do that. Here we go. Ooh, actually, let's put a little bit more light on me. You guys can see me there a bit more. Is that better? Yeah, I think it's a little better. Hey, Mindful Yoga Chick! You can see your skin better. Here we go. Let's begin by taking a big breath here. And exhale with a sigh. Two more like that. Big inhale. Exhale, sigh. Inhale. Exhale. I drop my chin to my chest as I open through the back of the neck. I'm going to start swirling my head from side to side just for a moment. And notice I do this at the front of me. Okay, be nice and gentle to the neck here. So from left to right and vice versa. And right to left. For you, right to left and left to right. Rolling shoulders 2 times here. Rolling back. And then rolling forward. Good. Rolling back once again. And from here, I invite you to bring your hands to a mudra of your choice. So you can either bring them to your heart and keep them here throughout the meditation, or just place one on top of each other here, one on top of the other, and keep at your lap. And you can simply just bring them to either knee and just leave them at knee like I like. Okay? Wherever you are, I'd like you to become aware to your breath. Become aware of the breath and see where the breath lies. So if it's lying very high at the collarbone or at mid-chest. And when we have a very, very busy day, we tend to not really draw breath from our belly. And that's where we want to draw the breath from. So our bellies expand nice and big and open like a big balloon. Bring that breath as you inhale all the way up to the collarbone. And as you exhale, you retract the same way you went backwards. Okay, inhale, belly, ribs, collarbone. Exhale, collarbone, ribs, belly. Inhale, belly, ribs, collarbone. Exhale, collarbone, ribs, belly. Just got a visit from my tea, but let's just make sure all is good. All is good?
Yeah.
Okay. Xena has come in. You can take Xena with you. And we'll go back to the breath. You can allow the eyelids here to be closed. And we'll begin with that imagery. So working with your breath at your own pace. I usually like to work and throw in a little bit of ratio breathing, but I'd like you just to become aware today. Just become aware of what the breath is doing. And where in the body is your breath? Where in the body do you need to show a little more love, a little more care, a little more attention? So perhaps you start with the eyes closed. Start noticing the breath. And wherever your hands are, I invite you to bring your hands close to your heart now. Allow yourself to bring them to captain prayer, but essentially opening and tossing a bit of a lotus flower here. We're going to put the exhales into our palms, creating a little passage, and then releasing it out of the body. Okay? So with the eyes closed, you can keep your eyes closed and breathe in and exhale. As you exhale into the hands. Inhale. Exhale. invite you here to bring that imagery into play. So where we inhale perhaps joy, and allow yourself to illustrate in your mind or visualize what that joy means to you. So when I said joy, I thought of sunflowers. And to me, I will inhale joy and see the sunflowers at my third eye. And as you exhale, release something that doesn't serve you, and perhaps the first word that comes to you. So I will inhale joy as a beautiful sunflower, and exhale worry. Imagine this worry. What's this worry? How does that picture in your mind? What does it look like? Perhaps worry, for me right away, the first image that I thought of was a dark cloud. So I inhale beautiful, vibrant, gorgeous sunflower, and you see that bright yellow. And I exhale that worry, those gray clouds, into my hand. And you may have a little further version of this as well. So it's good to begin with one, but if you want to make each breath different, you can go ahead and do that as well, where you are perhaps the next breath taking in, imagining love. You're bringing in, inhaling love, perhaps seeing beautiful roses or hearts, and bring that into the body, heal the body with this love, and exhale frustration into the palms. What does frustration look like to you? Perhaps frustration looks like thunder. So inhaling love, beautiful rosy pink. Exhaling frustration, releasing that lightning and thunder. Okay? And as you exhale, you want to relax through the belly. You want to relax through the lower back. Relaxing through the shoulders and the shoulder blades. And most importantly, that you'll learn with my practices is to relax the face. And a lot of other fitness instructors out there will know that the second you relax the face, one, you become more focused in your practice. Two, you allow the body to adhere with that healing. So you're letting the body heal as you progress in your process of this practice. Okay, and three, I would say, you're simply relaxing those face muscles. I think it was around 35 or 40 face muscles I read last time. So really relaxing through that. And as we relax through, we're not only allowing the blood flow to happen and opening the heart to do that and allow the healing, but also simply just enjoying the fact that we can be at this time, at this moment together, and being happy that we're here together, that you have shown up for practice and self-care. Okay, let's do a third breath just the same. All right, and I inhale, let's see what I mean. So I've inhaled joy, and I've inhaled love. See what else do I need? So I thought of happiness. So I will inhale happiness. And imagining a beautiful image to that, right? So visualize happiness. what does happiness mean to you? And you don't have to score the exact same points as me. These are simply guidelines and options for you as well. I thought of an orange, just the color orange. So when I inhale happiness, I'm going to bring that color. I'm going to see that bright orange. And I imagine that orange is washing all through my body, almost like a beautiful light ribbon of orange envelop my body. And as I exhale, I'm going to exhale. What am I going to exhale? Sadness. And how do I picture the sadness? How do I visualize the sadness? I'm going to visualize the sadness as black. Black, but maybe with a little bit of gray shine through it. I inhale beautiful bright orange color. I exhale sadness. That darkness into my hands. So look at your hands, expel anything else that you need to release. Seeing that sadness, that worry, anything that you've released, see it there. Imagine the thunder, the dark cloud, and let's allow the hands to close. So you're making a little package, a little box, and closing it here. Okay. I'm going to close it. I'm going to place it. Imagine that I'm placing a little box just in front of me and leaving it there. Okay. So I exhale it out of my body, and I've allowed myself to build a little box with it, which will stay outside of my body. Okay, or at least for this practice. Okay, guys? I'm just going to take a look at our stream and want to make sure that I'm not missing any messages from you guys. System seems to be buffering a little bit and freezing. So wherever you are, releasing from that spot where you were. And we're going to do a little bit of stretching now, okay? So without moving to the yoga mat just yet, allow interlacing through the fingers, opening through the heart. Inhale all the way up to the sky. Exhale to your heart. Inhale, really long again. A little selfie. Exhale to the heart. Let's try that one more time. So again, interlacing. As I inhale, I'm going to push forward in front of me, all the way up to the ceiling. And as I come to the ceiling, I see my hands above me. I'm going to push a little bit more. Bigger breath here. Hands together as you exhale. We got Xena in the room. Xena needs to go with Daddy. So Xena is just coming for my food. I got a little bit of leftover food here, and that's what she's coming for. It looks okay. It just kind of throws people off. That's all good. Thank you, Ike. So from there, we're going to open sideways. So hands to the side. Reach to the side. Wiggle the fingers for just a moment. That's actually a big stretch for me. Look at that. I'm as big, I'm as wide. Look at my hands. They're past the screen. So wider here than the screen. It's almost like I can give you a hug, you guys. Wiggle the fingers. Inhale all the way up. Oh, that feels so good. My upper back. Exhale to the heart. Let's try that twice more. Interlace all the way up. Once you get there, interlace. press up this time. So you're interlacing. Oh, thank you guys. Thank you, Sophie, of course. Interlacing when you get up there and you're pushing up. So you're pressing with the hands just to expand to the shoulder blades. Exhale to the heart. One more time. Third time's the charm. Reach, 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 reach. Exhale to the heart. All right, so let's move on to the mat. Again, if you've just joined, we are celebrating International Noodle Day. We actually had ramen for dinner. I still have some left there. I try not to have a full belly for yoga. So that's a little bit of an FYI. If you've just had a very heavy meal, make sure that you give yourself some time to practice. If you're going to practice right away, then make sure you're moving into our poses, into our asanas, carefully at your own time and do not exert yourself. Usually if you practice any type of sport or fitness capability, you will experience headaches and might not be really at your 100% self. And believe me, I learned that the hard way. And of course, yoga and meditation on this stream. We will move over to our movement for yoga now. And later for 10:30 p.m. we will be doing story time, where I will be reading to you The Yellow Wallpaper, which is a short story. Alright, we're also celebrating Planktober. So I am doing a lot of planks every day. We're gonna do a couple of planks here during our practice. But at the very end, I'm actually gonna invite IT back in to check out my planks with a stopwatch to see how long I keep them. If you'd like to see my progress, you can see it on here when I'm on, but mostly really on Instagram because I will be documenting that every day. Alright, so let's move on to our mat.
Chat working? Is that coming up?
Yep, I think so. Our last chat was Sophie. Thank you. Alright, so for our classes, I ask that you have a couple of things beside you. I will show you my usual. So I have a yoga belt. You don't necessarily need to have a yoga belt like this. You can use a belt that you have at home, particularly something that can help you strap onto your leg and hold as you do twist. I'll speak to that in 1 second. I have 2 yoga blocks here. One is from Lululemon and the other is from Nike. These 3 things actually were gifts for me a while ago. I would say maybe 3 to 5 years ago. I personally wouldn't buy this. I do use other props in the house, so I don't necessarily ask that you go out there and buy it just like this. Of course, if you want to try something, then go ahead and invest into it. But you don't necessarily need this. Like for a box or a block, you can use a bolster if you already have a bolster, or a cushion or a pillow. And like I said, you can just use a regular belt or something from a robe or something like that. So, okay. And your yoga mat also, for a yoga mat, if you just have a towel, that will do as well. If you've got something that will grip to you and it's not slippery when you do downward facing dog, for example, then you're good to go. All right. This is the type of prop that we have, and using yoga mats, I want to mention, is very Western, I guess, not philosophy, but mentality, I would say. In the East, yoga is practiced where you are, and not necessarily do you need all these different things, Unfortunately, the market has really capitalized on these needs, but we work with what we have, right? All right, guys. Notice I'm also on a blanket here, and I use this blanket to help me with my knees. Now, this is not particularly a yoga blanket, and neither is and my hair get all attached to it because it catches everything. I do have a Mexican, like a Mexican cholo blanket, I think is what they call it. But I don't use them. That was also a gift. Where a friend went to Mexico and came back with one, and it was for me. I had given that to another friend as well when I went to Mexico and I picked one up. But those are so popular right now in the yoga world to get these Mexican blankets for on the mat. But you can use any blanket, guys. Mine is 100% lamb's wool made in the U.S. by Faribault Woolen Mill Company, and I've had this blanket forever. I think I've had this blanket for like, oh my gosh, 25 years or something, and it really does, it's really warm. But the only thing is that it catches on everything here. So, Xena loves this blanket. Alright guys, we're gonna move from here. I mainly use this to support my knees, right? Or if I'm sitting and doing meditation on it for a long time. One, because it's warm, and two, because it provides nice cushioning underneath my knees and my sit bone, okay? So spreading my hands really wide through here, and they're right underneath my shoulders. My knees are hip width apart here, so you're having space between the knees here. And we're gonna open into cat and cow. Notice my feet are pointed back, so my toes are pointed back. And I'm actually not flexed. We want to have relaxed toes through here, okay? We're gonna open, big inhale, exhale, and curl in, okay? As you curl in, you're tucking first through that tailbone. You're supporting through the hands here. If you have any type of carpal tunnel or arthritis at the wrist, you want to come onto your fist, okay? That will help you support this. Okay, so as you exhale, you're actually pushing against, with your hands against the mat, and you're opening through that upper back, okay? Inhale, you move to the opposite. So I always like to bring a little bit of imagery here in that you can imagine this as an opening of an accordion, and as a closing of the accordion with the exhale. Inhale, big breath, look up the ceiling, percent to the heart, open to the throat chakra, shoulders back and down. Exhale, curl, and my look or my drishti, my view is all the way back through my legs, all the way to the back of the room here. Inhale, we'll do this a couple more times. Oh, really release that belly button down, okay? So you're arching through your back, sit bones are facing the ceiling as much as they can. Exhale, and bring that tailbone in, open through that upper back. Really, really stretch here. And let's sit back onto child's pose. Big toes touch behind you. Knees as wide as the mat. Sit back onto your heels and then flow forward. As I like to say, if there's any aching pain through the hips, through the legs, through the knees, okay, you want to have a blanket right at your knees. If you cannot reach the sit bones of that, you may want to use a pillow or a block so you reach a little bit closer each time. All right? Now, if you have a little bit of discomfort at the top of the foot as you do that, go on exactly onto the mat. Okay? And then sit back down. Making sure you're comfortable here. Okay? Now, I have taught at different studios and a few studios where they're more, what would I say, maybe not challenging, but more, maybe tougher or hardcore than others, where the mentality is like, no props, you just go into it and you do it. And it's like, no, you have to listen to your body, right? Thanks so much for the follow. I love your name. Tiger Uppercut. That's cute. Thank you so much. Thank you. Yay! I am looking forward until I get to 100 followers, and I think we're going to celebrate something awesome. on stream, by the way. So keep coming, those follows. Super excited. Right? So first, child's pose, we sit onto our sit bones, our heels, okay? And then we flow forward. Please do not flow forward first and then sit back down, because if the flexibility is lacking at your lower back, you're going to cause injury right there, okay, at the lower spine. So you want to sit and then flow forward. Notice what the capability is in your body to do that. So perhaps if I'm a little bit tight through the hamstrings here and I cannot get all the way down, I may want to place a block in front of me. Okay? So you can use the tallest, or the medium side, or the flatter side, okay? I'm going to use the medium for now. And rest forehead onto that, okay? And you can stay there using a block, or you can go without it if you find you're totally comfortable. Perhaps you can get all the way down, resting forehead on mat. So we try to stay there for a few breaths, okay? Usually about 5 to 7 breaths. If you are joining a different class, for example, like yin yoga class, you may want to, stay at poses for 1 to 2 minutes at a time, which can be really, really nice. And I have been wanting to do a yin yoga class with you for a while, so that might be one of a class that I fill in there one of these days. All right. So once I'm done with child pose, I'm going to come up and I'm going to come all the way up to table. Okay. From table, notice my stance here. I'm going to inhale right arm, exhale left, and just hold here. Okay, just for balance. And then release, switch. Inhale left arm, exhale right leg. And breathing in, breathing out. You can stay there for a second. I'm actually going to move our camera just a little bit. I'm noticing that my hands are getting cut off. And I want to make sure, see if we can do this. There we go. Yay! I want you to see my full body, you guys. I don't want you to miss You guys see that centered? I don't want you guys to miss anything. That looks good, right? I think that's good. Yay! I think they're centered. And don't worry, it's not my OCD. It's just that I wanted to make sure you see my full body, because if you don't see my full body, I might miss something. I might be telling you, hey, look at this, and you can't see it, right? So balancing to the right and the left, and then moving on to the left, and then extending the right leg. And this is just for balance, so we're working the right brain with the left brain. And we stay there for a little bit. And then, okay, we're going to start moving back into downward facing dog. Notice my toes started pointing in right away. I'm going to plant my hands nice and strong. I'm going to kick back, downward facing dog. I'm going to open as wide as I can where it feels comfortable for me, okay? And I'm literally at a downward V position. I'm going to walk the dog. Been sitting for a while today. I'll make sure that I'm moving through my limbs. I'm getting a little bit of those juices working. Big stretch. I'm going to move my way forward to a plank for a moment. Move back. Downward facing doggy. And move forward to a plank. And then bend knees. This time together and sit back to a child's pose again. All right? Wherever you are, staying there. Allowing yourself to always listen to your body, guys, okay? Breathing in, breathing out. Bring in that awareness, like we did at the beginning of our practice, into the heart, into the mind. Where is my breath? You know, sometimes you get into these very, very difficult poses in yoga, and you're so excited to be there, and you're like, you know, and then the ego comes in, actually, and your ego is like, am I doing it right? Am I doing it right? And then really the question you should be asking is, am I breathing? Am I breathing? I found myself doing that last week when I was, I think, in a shoulder stand, and not so much my ego, but it was more of me personally wanting to make sure that I'm in it fully on camera so you can see me. And I was trying to, you know, kind of look to my side, look at the screen and see, okay, yeah, they can see that, okay, they can see that. And then my brain clicked and it was like, are you breathing? And I wasn't really breathing, or at least that deep. So that was really interesting to notice with that, right? Let's move back into downward facing dog, hands planted, toes tucked in, and downward V. Walk the dog. I like to go onto my tippy toes here and do a big stretch for my upper body. Okay. Roll forward to a plank. Drop the knees. Open to the heart for an upward facing dog. Okay? And notice my toes are facing outward as well. So opening to the heart. Really nice stretch to the front body. Okay. You want to stay here for 3, 2, and you can sit back into that child's pose for a moment. Just for a quick moment. I'm actually going to move this blanket out of the way because we're going to start getting a little more exciting for our movement. I'm going to take my flimsy top off so you see more of my mid into the movement. Okay. Yesterday I did the same because I wanted to see specifically how that cat and cow works. Now you see it more. All right. I'm going to plant my hands again. I'm going to go into downward facing dog. We're going to do a few movements from there. All right. So, big stretch. Walk the dog. And inhale, right leg up to the sky. Bend through that knee. Move that back heel back down for a moment. And then swing it back. Inhale, left to the sky. Bend that knee. And swing it back. Beautiful. Big stretch. Move over to plank. And hold. Bend my knee. Sit back. Child pose. Over the table here. I'm going to bring my right leg forward. And open all the way forward here. Okay. Big stretch for that hip there, my left hip. Breathing in and breathing out. Keeping that breath. And make sure you're smiling a little bit throughout your practice. Okay, you want to make sure of that so we're not too tense either. And then back. And then forward. And move that right all the way to my right. Plant my left hand, right hand here, right beside my foot. So the right foot is close to the one side of the mat. And I'm opening a little bit more here through the hip. Always presenting to the heart. Okay, you're not collapsing. You're straight, beautiful spine. And then with these, let's switch legs. Grab it on this side. So this is more onto the middle of the mat. Okay, guys? And from there, just planting on either side. Opening through the front of the thigh. Opening through the right thigh now. And then stretching back. And forward, I'm going to move my left closer to the left side of the mat. Finding more space here as I open through my right hip. And into my heart. And then switch leg all the way back. Move into a child's pose for a second. Interlace fingers here. Reach up and let go. Left hand to seated as you come up. We're going to try those hands again here, interlacing through fingers. Breathing in. Reach, reach, reach. Exhale through heart. Wow, my lower back. Inhale all the way up. Reach and press the hand. Exhale. One more time. Exhale. Rolling shoulders back. Interlacing here. Roll into the heart. Look up to ceiling if it's comfortable in your neck. And release. Let's hands again. Swing back, downward facing dog. I'm going to bend my knees as much as possible. Open through the downward facing dog. Okay. Long, straight legs. Bend through the knees here. Open long through the legs. Okay. Let's try that again. Bend your knees. Swing them nice and straight and long. Beautiful. Let's bring right foot between the left hands here. Okay, nice wide stance. You can either choose to bring that left knee back or extend it. Up to you. I'm going to try extend it for today. I'm going to inhale, bring nice support up. I can see my big toe through here. You know that's good alignment. Inhale, arms to the sky. Exhale to the heart. Open here through. Okay. A bit of an angle. So my back foot came perpendicular to the mat there. Bending through that front knee. I'm going to do warrior two. Okay. Now inhale. And skull flat. Open through my hands. Stargazer. I'm going to flow forward just a little bit more. Resting right with right. Inhale through my left. From a long, long angle here through my left. And I'm not collapsing through here. I'm still open through my left. Open again, swirl the hands, reach the sky, and exhale. I'm going to turn this way. So we're doing it onto our left this time. Perpendicular, your right foot now to the mat, pointing through the left. Nice strong legs through here. Okay. When you go into that 90-degree angle at your knee, make sure that you can still see your big toe. So if I align just behind my left knee, I can see the big toe. And I know that is good alignment. Okay? I'm going to turn my hips just a little bit more here. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, hands together to the heart. Beautiful. Open up again. Still pointing. Warrior two. Okay. Looking through my left. Wiggling fingers. And moving on to left with left. Inhale. Stretching through my right body. Again, I'm not collapsing. I am open to the heart. Breathing in, breathing out. You can bring a mudra to this hand or both. Okay. I'm going to come back and stargaze here with an open left hand that I'm looking at. Open forward if you would like, and open one more time. Swirl that right hand all the way up, down to the mat. Swing the left leg all the way up, down, and downward facing dog again. Walk the doggy. Inhale with a stretch. Exhale. Flow forward to a plank. Bend your knees and sit back to child's pose. Now stay at that child's pose for a few breaths again. Okay. We'll move in and move out with our breath. So Vinyasa, which is what I was trained in, Vinyasa moves through yoga poses with the breath. So as you open in a pose, you're inhaling. And as you're closing in a pose, you're exhaling, right? So really, Vinyasa is a state within yoga to always be inhaling and exhaling, inhaling and exhaling. And we start to practice a little bit, in that sense, a little bit of Ujjayi breath. Excuse me, and Ujjayi breath is really a lot to do with the throat. And if you're ever talking out the mirror, and let's say, you just got off the bus and it's cold outside and it's wintertime, or you just got out of the shower and there's a foggy window or a mirror and you want to make it a little bit more foggier, and you go, right? That is kind of what the sound of the throat when it's engaged, the sound of the breath that you make during yoga. And that breath is Ujjayi breath. And that is also, some instructors call it ocean breath. Other instructors call it Darth Vader breath. So that's pretty neat. So if you're familiar with Darth Vader, which most of us are at this point in our lives, we know that he has a mechanism to his voice. So that is what we try to do. So we try to do that with lips closed. As an inhale and an exhale. All right, let's move into that downward facing dog one more time. Here we are. Big inhale and exhale. Pull forward to plank. Breathe back, downward facing dog. Inhale left all the way. Bend your knees. Swing it forward. Perhaps resting right at the middle of your mat, supporting yourself, or more of an angle fold here, just for a stretch of the ligaments of the hamstrings here, okay? So essentially you can be at a forward angle, and in movements here where you're keeping your balance, interlacing, opening to the heart. Alright, you can just be free to move any way you want here, perhaps planting the hands, perhaps placing the hands further, taking the legs back a little bit further higher, perhaps bringing it down, bringing both together, and try the opposite way. Just feel the stretch here happen, okay? We don't usually move in this way. The body is not used to it, right? Move forward, right kick up, and together. Bend your knees as far as you can. Rest your chest against your lap. Shake yes and shake no with your head. Oh, so good. Press your elbows and sway from side to side. And release. And inhale all the way up to standing. Reach up high. I'm going to turn around, check us out here, see if there's any on the chat that I need to keep touch with, but I think we're good. I'm going to face this way again. I'm going to inhale all the way up. Exhale, reach all the way down. Bend your knees here. Don't forget to bend your knees. All good wherever we are. Let's try that on this side. I'm going to droop my head. I'm going to let go. Say no. Say yes. Holding onto the elbows. Sway from side to side here. Inhale, flat back for a moment. Melt like butter. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, melt like butter. Beautiful. This time I'm going to plant my hands underneath my feet as this. So I'm going to sandwich feet, right, the bottom of my foot with my palm. Okay, and you can start by stretching the legs a little bit here. And that could be a little movement or a big movement, up to you. Okay, just going to come a little bit here. So I'm just stepping at my fingers. A little bit of massage through there. And releasing the head. Release the crown of the head all the way to the mat. Your elbows are pressing outward. Relax. Breathing in and breathing out. This is so good for your back, you guys. Amazing. Breathing in and breathing out. Reaching forward, press the hands, and come back, downward facing doggy. Let's try a little bit of pigeon pose. Big stretch here for a moment. Inhale, right leg all the way to the sky. Bend your knees, bring it forward to a baby pigeon. All right. Yesterday we saw the cutest pigeon when we went for a walk with Xena. It was one of these, I guess, doves. They're not pigeons, but it was so cute. And she was so cute, or he was so cute. So tiny and so camouflaged with the grass. It was so cute. Xena did not see her at all. It was interesting. All right, guys. So when you're a pigeon, make sure that your balance, so your hip is not from one side or the other, preferring one side too much, okay? You can prep yourself nice and tall with your hands on your side. Make sure that the back foot is pointed outward, so the top of your back foot is touching your mat, okay? The right heel is touching your left hip, all right? That's baby pigeon. I'm going to come into my fist or tent my fingers. Inhale up. Exhale, flow forward. Notice I start to engage the belly. Coming all the way down. You can stay here. Do a little motion with your hands. Hope you can see that. Right? You can do hands together. You can do two Maya mudras. Or you can do the lotus. Upper mudra you'd like to do here. You can also do the rock and roller. That's actually a mudra. Okay, up to you. Usually stay here for about 7 to 12 breaths, really. So making this a pose that is comfortable for you, noticing what works. So if you're balancing one side too much, perhaps using a block for your right hip to balance here, all right? Or supporting yourself where you are. If you cannot get this low, staying up here is enough, that's cool. If you need a blanket for your back knee, use it. Making sure that you're as comfortable as possible, alright? So let's move out from here, back into downward facing dog. I plant my hands, swing back, walk the doggy, stretch again, because I love these upper body stretches in downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg this time, bend that knee, swing forward, and same on this side, okay? I'm going to put my hands here, I'm going to point my back toe, I'm going to notice the balance first. This will come in handy. Inhale and press out. The crown of the head touches the ceiling. Big inhale. Exhale, flow forward. Stay here. Or come all the way lower. Like I said, in this pose, you can stay for 7 to 12 breaths, so making it comfortable for yourself. And really, very important, when you're fully extended and flowing forward in that pose, in this pose, make sure that you're still engaged with the belly. So you can just relax the belly and moving through the muscles in the hips. So let's try to still be engaged, okay? Keeping within that. And slowly, when you're ready, facing up and kick back to downward facing dog. Plant your hands, swing back, downward B. Big stretch once again. I'm going to sway my weight forward to a plank, bring my knees low, plant my hands just a little more directly under my shoulders, open to the heart. Upward facing dog. There we are. And sit back, child's pose. Bend your knees, sit back onto your heels, and flow forward. Okay. Breathing in and breathing out. Beautiful. So next, actually, I would like to try a little bit of a heart opener. I personally have had a long day sitting at a computer, and so I want to open through the chest because it's going to help a lot. Okay? So, where we are, I want to allow yourself a bolster or cushions. Essentially, you can make a bit of a small tower, not too big, and then support through there. I'm going to support here, and I'm going to support here, so you can do a T essentially. Okay, you can do this way or that way. I think I'm going to do there and that, and you can fix it once you're in the pose, okay? So, this lower block, you're going to bring close to your lumbar spine, and bring so open here, so you're opening to the heart. I think this one might have to be a little bit further away. Oh, good. Alright. So, who doesn't love heart opener? Now you can stay with the legs extended, or you can bring them open. And finding your spot, sometimes right away is not the right spot. So finding your spot. Take breath. Open to the heart. OMG, you guys. This is amazing. And right this second, you should try this at home. If you have the block, amazing. If you have a bolster, really good. You just put it along. Okay, instead of building a T, just put it along your spine and lie in this way. Make sure that the bolster or cushion is at the lower spine, and then you fold forward back, actually. Forward back. And you can stay here really for as long as you like. And I bet you, whatever you like, that you're going to feel so relaxed here. Remember, think we tried this one last week or 2 weeks ago here on stream. And I said, you know, you're going to feel relaxed. When I came out of it, my eyes were watery because I was so relaxed, you guys. This really helps you open to the diaphragm, to that rib cage, right? And really allows you to expand the breath, bring so much breath here. It also allows for a little bit of like a rib massage. So really to that heart opener. What you really need if you've been sitting for a long time, if you're sitting at a computer all day, our posture is not so open, right? We tend to slouch when we're seated or standing for too long. So practicing this pose here is very important, you guys. Notice my palms are facing the ceiling, okay? That's even more of a heart opener when I do that. If my palms are out, the shoulders are closed. Notice that difference. Notice from here to here. Here to here. It's a slight movement, but it makes such a big difference, you guys. In. Breathing out. In. Breathing out. Big breath in. Look at that. Look at the expansion through my ribs. Big, big, big breath. Exhale. Release. Notice through my belly what the breath is doing on my belly. Inhale. Exhale. Woo! See? That's a yawn. Very relaxing. I've had some students where they're like, oh my god, it looks like you would hurt your back. I know. Like, this is relaxation 101. Okay? Once again, if you don't have the yoga block or the Pilates block, use a bolster. If you don't have a yoga bolster, just use a regular bolster, like regular rectangular cushion. If you don't have rectangular, then use 2 regular cushions, especially your opening. So allowing a little bit of oomph through the back and then lying on that, lying back on that. All right, you guys. That's it. I'm done. Oh, so good. Yep, like I said, I could stay here forever. The tricky part is coming out of it. 1, of course, because it's so good. But 2, because it's a little awkward, right? Especially with the block. This one here, 2 pillows. So let's try to do that gracefully. So I'm going to bend my knees. Okay. I'm going to bring my hips a little bit lower. I'm going to extend through one leg. I'm going to pass on either side with my arms. And then come up. Cool. So once you're up here, I'm going to take a little bit of a sip of water. We're just going to sit on cobbler's pose or in cobbler's pose for a little bit here. Okay. So the bottom of the feet touch. And we're going to sit as that for a little bit as I take some water. No one has redeemed their hydrate points today, so I gotta keep up with my water. All right, let me put them to the side. Oh, Taylor does Dawn 24. Thanks so much for the follow. That means so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm on Monday through Thursday with yoga and meditation, 7:30 p.m. Eastern time, okay? So feel free to come hang out, check us out, join in, or just hang out. It's all good. I'm also doing story time Tuesdays at 10:30 p.m. Eastern time. So tonight, after this, I will come back, usually about an hour later, and I read to you. So tonight is the yellow wallpaper. And I'm focusing, for October, I'm focusing on like scary, horror, type of thriller stories. So This one tonight is a short story, so we'll definitely get through it tonight. Yay! So happy you're here. Yay! So we'll stay here for a little bit. Try to stay at these type of poses, really all poses, for a little bit longer. But really the more gentle poses, which are usually at the very end of the yoga practice, try to stay those for a longer time. So perhaps you stay with this one for 10 breaths, or perhaps you adopt this as your TV watching pose. That's cool too. And then I'll show you my favorite TV watching pose, which I see laughs at me all the time. But I'll show you now. Basically, bending to the right, bend the left over it, and there you have it. This is part of cow face pose, right? Now, you can hold the feet this way and just stretch through a heart opener here. The different things is very inhale, exhale to the heart. And full cow. That's right, you guys. Cow pose in this way. And then we try with the arms crossed. And then we also switch the legs, switch the arms and try the opposite way, right? So essentially, and I'll show you what it would look like in the back. So through the back, we do a little bit of movement through the hands, the arms. So wherever you are in this way, I would clasp here and bringing an extension through by the hands and saying here, this is a cow pose. You can take a deep inhale, exhale, go forward, and touch your knees. And essentially working with what serves you at this point, okay? So perhaps if the extension of the legs is too much, then just working with the legs first, okay? And then adding on the arms, or vice versa. Let's see what works best for you, right? If perhaps you're able to do this, then start practicing the arms and vice versa. If you're not able to cross them fully, then really work with hip openers, okay? And I love throwing in a lot of hip openers throughout our class, our practice. So work with those and then slowly get into a position of good source. Okay? I'm actually going to take a look at the computer. The computer is doing something silly here. I don't want that. Let's see. There you go. There's just something covering you guys. Alright, so let's go back to that and we'll try this. So where we were, and clasping through the hands. If you do not clasp, just simply reaching over to the hands. That's okay. Okay, you stay here for a few breaths as well. And then unwinding and trying it on the opposite side. So let's try left arm first, right above you, there. And we try it this way, let's do it this way. And I know I'm a bit tighter on this side, so I'm really not going to be able to grasp my hands. So I'm just going to touch 4. And this is where the belt comes in handy. You can just throw it behind you. Okay, perhaps you can grasp already, and then allow a little bit of a pull with the other hand. And practice in that way. Alright, so it's just kind of helping you along. This type of sitting is a popular sitting I find in my circle of yoga friends. So we tend to sit like that a lot. Like, he laughed at me. He said, oh my god, you know, you guys are in a cult. Like, why are you sitting like that? Did I, you know? He cannot do this type of stretch with his legs. So he can do a lot of other things. He's had a martial arts training. He is a black belt. He got the black belt quite a few years ago. But this sort of stance he cannot do. So I guess it's just kind of him going, wow, like, how do you do that? But it really has a lot to do with hip openers. Believe me. Okay, let's turn our back. Let's practice a couple more things. And I believe we're soon to bring to the end of the class. And then we start reading, following them. Super exciting. Alright. Coming to our back here. Knees bent. Okay. Let's try a little bit of heavy baby. Let's try maybe bridge, but a gentle bridge. Not full bridge tonight, just because I did eat before our stream, so I gotta be a little more gentle with myself here. I didn't finish my full soup, all the noodles, because we are celebrating International Noodle Day. But I did eat, so I still have to be gentle. Placing the arms to either side. Let's swing the hips from side to side here. And so you're working through that spine. You're working through the hips. See how that feels for you. Alright. Let's bend our knees. Bring the knees to chest for a moment and hug them here nicely. Deep breath. Exhale. Bring them closer. Inhale. Exhale, bring them closer. Inhale. Exhale, bring them closer. Beautiful. Let's extend through, thread the needle. I'm going to bend my left open, then through that right knee. I'm going to bring my arms, my hands just support at the back of the right knee. I'm going to open that left knee with my left elbow. I'm going to flex my feet, and we're going to stand here for just a few moments, okay? This is another version of thread the needle. Making yourself nice and comfortable here. Another hip opener, you guys. Breathing in, breathing out. Working with that breath, perhaps you inhale full, exhale, bring right knee closer to you, perhaps, if it's comfortable. Okay, make sure you're not feeling any pain, any sharp pain. Sharp pain is a no-no in yoga, okay? Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Exhale. Release the thread on the other side. So bending my right knee open. Switching my hands under my left knee. Right elbow presses open my right knee. Flex through my feet. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And there we go. Beautiful. Unwind. Knees to chest. Tuck them tight. Sway from side to side. Beautiful. Happy baby. Feet fingers. Resting onto that big toe. Or on the outside of the feet. Whatever's comfortable for you. I'm going to open here for a happy baby. You can open this way for a happy baby as well. Make sure that the tailbone is tucked under so you're not lifting fully up, okay? The bum stays down on the mat. Do not bring the bum all the way up high, okay? You don't want to cause any type of injury at that lumbar spine. You can also extend through the legs for an even happier baby. Okay? Wherever you are, allow a little movement perhaps from side to side. Knees bend, feet together, open wider through the knees for a reclined butterfly pose. Bring arms and legs up. Sway and shake, 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 shake for dead bug pose. Oh no. Shake, 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 shake. We bring that blood back to the heart. Notice your veins. Give yourself a massage through the forearms. If there's any collection of of blood through there, bring it back to the heart. Shake, 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 shake. All right? Beautiful. Bend knees. Let's try a little bit of bridge before we go. Bend knees. Touch the back of the heel with your longest finger. Inhale, hips high. And then release. Okay, we're working with the breath here. I'm going to use one of the blocks to press right between the knees. That will help me keep a perfect alignment between the knees and the hips, all right? I can plant my hands at either side to help me as brakes. I'm going to inhale my hips to the sky. And exhale, okay? I notice when I come down, I like to curl my tailbone in as I do that. Inhale up high. Exhale all the way back down. Third time, inhale, reach. Perhaps coming closer with your hands interlacing. Supporting through the shoulders, make sure that you're stable through the shoulder blades. Perhaps opening a little bit wider. Chin touches the chest. Your drishti or your view is just looking up at the ceiling here. And release. All right? Beautiful. Put the block away. I'm going to hug my knees to chest one more time. And there we are. All right. I'm going to rock up to seated. And I'm going to come close to you so we can do a little meditation. And we'll move from there into the end of class. And oh, that's not the end of me tonight. I will be coming back. It's really time. All right, you guys. So I'm going to put my shirt back on. Usually where we stand a little bit longer in time, we get a little bit chillier in yoga. So you want to warm up. Now you can stay where you are through a bit of a IT is here. But I was going to say you can stay where you are through a little bit of a shavasana or relaxation pose of your choice. But IT is here to remind me of
good news.
Blank.
Good news.
Let's not forget about October. Xena is doing her stretches, if you can see that. And she's a good doggy. All right. So it's that time again. That time again to do. Actually, before I do that though, let me read you about Noodle Day. Let's see. There's a history of Noodle Day. Its mainstay of the working class, the instant cup of noodles heated quickly in the microwave during a short lunch period, the bastion of the poor, and college-bound, prepackaged ramen noodles are often the foundation of our first culinary adventures. as we try to turn the only meal we can afford into something akin to food. But then consider the rich and flavorful bowl of Mom's chicken noodle soup, full of the rich flavors of chicken and carrots. The floating among them are the obligatory egg noodles, which somehow are just the thing to tie this delicious bowl of nutrition together. Were you born in an Italian family? Chances are you've experienced every kind of noodles the mind can imagine, and a few to boot. Rigatoni noodles, spaghetti noodles, served with a rich red sauce, exploding with flavor, or even Alfredo noodle, coating in a thick, heavy Alfredo sauce, interspersed and with bits of chicken. Noodles have been with mankind in nearly every culture out of history, and Noodle Day reminds us that this bastion of flavor and variety is still the best way to fill a hungry belly at the end of the day. Isn't that cool? And did you know that noodles actually came from China? That's right. So much came from the East, you guys. Alright. I am feeling pressured here by IT. IT, are you going to do plank with me today?
You go first.
Let me go first. Okay, sorry. But yesterday, let me point out yesterday what I did. Think. Yesterday.
All our troubles seem so far away. I'm not a very good singer.
Please ignore IT. Alright, so today is October 6th. Yesterday, a high plank, I did 130. Oh my god.
No problem. Today you're shooting for 2 minutes, okay?
High 130 and then low 111. Okay. Alright, you guys. So anyone that's watching, I came from the East too. Kittens! Yay! There
All
you
good
are!
things came from the East.
Kittens, you need to cheer me on. I need support. I cannot hold plank like you can for 5 minutes. This guy.
Send us your power, kitten.
Yeah,
Send us your power.
Yeah. Look at Xena. Alright, shall we? Alright, let's endeavor. Alright, Xena. Don't laugh, okay, Xena? If mommy can do it. I need you guys to cheer. I need you guys to show me support.
Go, go, go. Go, go.
Now, remember I teach us to do the timing.
Alright, so you want everyone to cheer except for me. Okay.
Yes.
Oh.
And if you see, Mia sends her might to you. Oh, thank you.
Oh, that's the secret technique. It's all Mia.
Oh, look at that.
I can't do
I can't do it today. Xena has called over. Oh, he's watching.
Look, we have all sorts of
Yeah, I
things.
know. Oh, nice.
We got noodles, we got
Xena?
Xenas. Xena, you can't sit there, buddy. Hey, Xena, come here.
Xena.
Come here. We're gonna
All right, you guys.
have a third game, okay? Let's do it.
A high plank to start. Yesterday I did a minute 30. Oh boy.
On your mark. On your marks.
Uh-huh.
On your marks. Get set. Go.
All right. That's the alignment, okay?
Yeah, you don't find it. Well, you can know it. Okay, that's 15. 15.
Xena. Your mommy's gonna fall on you.
Boy, this is 30.
Oh, that's it? Oh my god, you guys.
Well, we got more. We got, I think, more noodles. More noodles to cheer you on.
Nice. Yay, noodles!
Yeah, more
Noodles! Noodles!
Oh, that's 45. That's 45. The noodles are working. The cheering is working.
Mm-hmm. Uh-oh.
Minute. 1 minute. Oh, we got more. We got Angel. We got a Xena Angel up on the screen. That's exciting.
Woo!
Xena Angel. That looks very cute.
What time?
Oh, sorry. That is 1:15.
Oh.
Doing good. Doing good. Still doing good.
Tell me when we get to 30.
Okay, I'll play when we get to third. That's 30. Yeah, get 10 seconds more of it.
No.
No, 10 seconds!
Stop it. Oh. Oh. All right. 135. Oh, my hands. My hands.
Okay. IT's gonna get his turn now.
IT's gonna go. Let's try. Whew.
IT
That's
can't
not
get
bad.
over. IT can't get over 15 seconds.
135. That was almost 136. I see with the nearly. All right. Your turn, sir. Thank you for all the cheering.
You wanna do planks for
Kitten.
me? You wanna do planks for me, Xena? You wanna do
Yeah.
planks for me? Yeah. No, see. Alright, start counting. This is as much plank as I'm gonna do today.
Any Italian viewers out there? Yeah, you say andiamo with me, okay? This one went to change into shorts just for this.
That'll be good.
Okay, don't start yet. Let me write this down. 135. Whew. October 6. High. 135, right?
No, it is.
And low. And are you trying both or just one?
Yeah, it's a shot.
No, it's okay.
I'm gonna just try high, I think. I think the low one just my elbow's making it.
Really?
Yeah. I'm not as fit as
Yesterday?
No, don't tell them. No, that's too
Really?
No, don't tell them.
Oh my god. Alright. So
Yesterday was only 25 seconds.
Yeah, right. Ready? He did pretty well yesterday. Let's see today. Ready?
Oh.
Set.
Mike, go start. Go.
Xena brought her bowl. Doing great. 10 seconds.
I'm gonna hit a minute.
Okay. Do, 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 do. Elevator music, guys. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Xena, Xena. Let's see here, okay? We're watching Daddy. We're helping Daddy. Yeah.
Say something motivational.
I am here to motivate you.
I will meditate and this.
I will meditate and destroy you. Dolphin. Oh, you're almost there. Almost there. What do you guys think? Do you think he will surpass a minute? A minute! Oh my goodness!
Okay, now it's only 30 seconds.
You're gonna go 30 seconds?
Yeah.
Aw, you can do it. This guy has no problem. Do, 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 do. I don't know if you guys can see Xena is just patiently waiting there. Because I have the ball here, she brought it. 30 seconds! A minute and 35 seconds. Minute 40! And he's cheering for you, kittens! Kapow! Lightning! And there's a referee with hands up. 151. 155. 2 minutes! Wow! Aw, he's cheering for you. It's Plantober, y'all! Plantober! After our yoga practice, we do a little bit of plank. We hold plank. And we record our time each day. All right.
Oh my god.
Amazing. 2 minutes, 20 seconds.
Okay, that's not bad.
Wow. You surpassed yesterday.
That's not bad.
That's good. See, yesterday you did 212. And today 220. And now I should do.
It's hardcore, man. I don't know if Look, that's so much.
I
all those
know.
awesome icons. I don't even know if
Wow.
that's some kind of like
cat or something.
No, that one's scary.
Alright. Your job is to use your receptor is not to throw that.
Well, he's gonna distract it and keep time.
So she brought it in. Yeah, and keep time. And I'm gonna do a low lunge, guys. A low lunge. A low squat. Low squat. A low plank. Alright.
What's gonna be the November challenge?
No.
Squats, November.
For
Squat November.
November, I have a different plan.
Not squat November.
Xena, are you gonna do this for me? Alright, you guys.
Alright, ready?
Don't throw it.
Ready? Are you ready?
Am I ready, guys? Am I ready?
Are you ready?
Okay. Low.
It works.
Mm-hmm.
Get set.
Mm-hmm.
Go! Over.
Woo!
15. How you doing?
I'm already shaking.
This one's a lot more difficult. I'm not sure what it is about this. There's something about the elbow bend. This one's a lot more difficult. Yeah, 30. Yeah. And it's funny, like at first it's all about the breathing.
Yeah.
Then like something in your back starts to seize up. And you're like, oh my god, what the hell did I get myself into? 45.
Oh my god. It's walking over. What time?
58.
Oh boy.
1 minute. 1 minute.
Woo!
105.
Woo!
10. 11. 12. 13. 14.
Okay.
15.
What is it?
16. 17.
Oh. Oh. Not bad. I'm sweating. I'm sweating.
Look at all those crazy emotes we got, man. That's great.
Thank
We got a
you.
Xena, we got a Pikachu, we got a Hadouken. I think that might be a cat, but I can't see from this far away.
Yeah, it's a kitty cat.
It's a kitty cat.
117, almost 118. Holy cow, you guys. That's pretty good. Yay! Thank you for all the cheering, you guys. Kittens, thank you. Oh my goodness, I'm out of breath. 117. 117. Wow, very nice. Alright, guys. So, we are going to close the stream for now, and then I will be back in about an hour for story time. Yay! Story time, I will be reading the yellow wallpaper for you. So, go, chill out, watch other streams, and then come back and hang out with me because we're awesome. I think maybe we can do a little raid over to Shortman. What do you think?
Yeah, you want to be Shortman?
I've actually done a raid over to Shortman. Shortman Fitness! Go check him out. When you get there, be all like, oh, Mindful Yoga Chick raid. Thank you so much for joining me, guys. I will be back in about an hour for story time. And then tomorrow at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time again for yoga and meditation. For right now, thank you so much. And from my heart to your heart, namaste, namaste. Going over to Shortman? Alright, going over to Shortman Fitness. Yay! There we go. Let's see what he's doing, how he's doing. Can you put the volume on? I can hear.